Oh, hello there. Oh, good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I was a little late there. I have some family in town, which is why my co-host Guinness is not here. But thank you so much for hanging out. Good morning, Billy. I see you there, buddy. Good morning, Billy. Yes, wet hair. Yeah, it's been a busy morning already, but I'm excited to be here. Welcome back to the Write 10 Club, everyone. This is your daily writing club where we get a new word and write a new joke. I am comedian and host of Hot Breath Podcast, and we are all here to break writer's block together. Welcome, Write Teners. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we always say here, what's goody? To all of our new members, if you're new today, say a little, what's goody? What's goody in the chat? Let us know. And something I noticed when we did a Q&A with Kev on stage, his fans had their own emoji. They used the clapper emoji. We need to clapper. That sounds not safe for work. The movie clapper emoji. We need our own emojis, right, tenors or hot breathiverse. We need our own emoji. What do y'all think the emoji should be? Thank you, Martin. Cool hair day. Edvin, yes, straight out of the shower. Let me put my wedding ring on. And we are ready to rock. So yesterday's winner of the Write 10 Club, the one and only, our loyal sidekick, Robin Sutton Clark, with this amazing joke. Congratulations to you, Robin. So well deserved. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. My parents hoped for a bright, creative, successful child. They got me, proving that some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered. That's good. That's right on time there, Robin. That's so good. That's stage ready. Gosh, that's funny. Great joke, Robin. Congratulations to Robin. And about, John saying grats, Robin, as well. Yeah. Oh, tuning in from work and the Facebook. Sorry, people on Facebook, I'm not seeing your names. But we're working on that. But just so y'all know, let me do a 5-minute countdown to let comics in. We're giving comics some time to get in here before we get the word of the day. You know, we give a little time. Let me see if we got a little of that action. Ooh, look at me all brightened up. Happy Friday, people. Good morning. All around. Yes, it is. Edvin said, what's goody, everyone? What's goody? John Chappell just gave a super chat. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, John. That is so nice. Shout out to John for showing some super chat love here on the Write 10 Club. I really appreciate you, my friend. Bravo. Thanks, John. We always appreciate your love and support here, everyone. So thank you, John. That'll help keep the lights on and help get Guinness better lighting for next time. Hot breath. Yeah. So maybe the emoji is the fire, I guess. You know, I mean, we can make it our own and just do the fire. And that's very intuitive and simple. So we could just do the fire emoji. I like that. Good idea. Yeah, let's just do the fire. Awesome. And Robin talking to Holly. Holly, we are doing a Hot Breath Pro roast this month. Last month we did a Hot Breath Pro roast of Bob Jorgensen. This month we're doing 2 roasts by popular demand. On the 22nd, we are doing a roast of Christmas characters. And then on the 29th, we are doing a roast of 2020. So many great things happening in that pro group. So many comics taking initiative, starting to create their own success, starting to create their own content. And it's just been a thrill. It really has. Hot Breath Pro member Ashley Gutermuth is going to be teaching a Zoom workshop. She's going to break down how we do. Yeah, I am using a calendar, Imrie. Check that out. Woo! So Ashley is going to be teaching a workshop all about Zoom, how you can improve your setup, the best lighting, the best equipment. Do you sit or stand during a Zoom show? All these Zoom show basics, since we're living on Zoom now, it's so important to level up your Zoom so you can start to stand out and really engage with that audience in a much more effective way to create fans. So she's going to be teaching that on Thursday the 17th. So if you're not in that Hot Breath Pro group and you want to, go to joelbyerscomedy.com/GoProComedy and level up your comedy with working comics around the world. Very nice. Welcome, PJ. Just made it. Joel got a video in my recommended where he had a buzz cut. How long did you keep that going? I had a buzz cut. And those of you who have seen my special and I talk about living in the hood of Atlanta, those were back in the days when I was living on BOGO cans of soup from Publix and living in the studio apartment of in the basement of a building in the hood of Atlanta. And I was cutting my own hair. I was wearing nothing but Goodwill clothes. And now I've upgraded to Eddie Bauer, the redneck Ralph Lauren. So shout out to Eddie Bauer. I still need a brand deal with them. Kinsey shopping and going to try to write. I love it. Martin said you can create your own emojis. Oh, that's fun. Welcome aboard, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy Jammers made a Facebook to join the group. Can't wait. Jimmy's welcome, my friend. Welcome. Yay! Welcome aboard, my friend. Anyone else new in here? 72 comics. We're getting ready to write here in 30 seconds. We're going to get our random word of the day and write. It's very exciting. And tonight, Chris Grulon, I don't know if you're in here yet, my friend, but Pro Chris Grulon is doing an ugly Christmas sweater show tonight. So if you're interested, there's more info in our Facebook group about how you can jump into the Zoom on that show. But that's going to be another fun show. And just another Hot Breath Pro taking initiative, creating their own success. That's what we're all about here at Hot Breath. And just cultivating that next generation of self-made comics. Oh, Peter said Eddie Bauer's the best. I agree. I love it, Oz. Oz, you've been so consistent since you joined us recently, my friend, and I love it. Martha, my dear, said, yo, what's goody? What's goody? What is goody? Robin, I am not down in Goodwill at all. Goodwill is the real deal. I'll tell you that right now. I still love Goodwill. But without further ado, right, tenors, at 82 comics strong around the world, it is now time to write. So get out your notebooks, get out your pads, get out your pens. I got out my Zebra. I'm still writing with the Zebra F301. You know, hadn't let me down too much yet. So we're going to keep rolling with it. And officially, welcome to the Right 10 Club, everyone. Right, tenors. What's goody? The word of the day is... And we are the Right 10 Club. Woo! All right, everyone. Officially welcome to the Right 10 Club at 86 comics strong. Ooh! Yes, indeedy. We are ready to write. This is the Right 10 Club, your daily writing club where we get a new word and write a new joke. I am your host, comedian Joel Byers, and this is the right place to write a new joke. So slide on up to your desks or your office or wherever you're writing from, and welcome to the Right 10 Club. The rules are as follows. We're about to set a 10-minute timer and get a random word. You will get 10 minutes to write a brand new joke based on that word. My apologies. I keep realizing I'm doing this like I'm trying to do some sort of notebook parody, but I really just showered, and I'm sorry that this is Right 10 Club number 264. Sorry that not every day is going to be a great hair day. This is more like, hey, I showered for this. All right, so you should feel good about that. So we're about to get the random word. We're going to write for 10 minutes. When you post your joke, put joke in front of it so I know to read it live on the air here. If you want to be in the running for joke of the day, go into our Facebook group and post your joke you'll see a specific post created by our awesome sidekick Robin Sutton Clark, also yesterday's winner of joke of the day. You will see a post there where you post your joke of the day. We will vote by liking, and most likes win. It's that simple, right, tenors? So now it is time to jump into the word of the day. So without further ado, Right 10 Club number 264's word of the day is EJ. EJ's word of the day, spring. I said EJ is the word of the day again. Hilarious. EJ is not the word of the day. The word of the day is spring, my friends. So now you use that in your joke. You can write a joke based on what spring makes you think of. Just for the next, I'm tired of this. Tired of this her. There we go. So for the next 10 minutes, you will write a joke using the word spring or something that spring makes you think of. Oh gosh, it froze for a second. I was like, no. So anyway, we have 10 minutes on the clock. You're in the right place. And I saw Seth asking, how long does it take to normally get accepted to the group on Facebook? Jimmy Jammers, if you answer all 3 questions, you will be accepted into the group. But a lot of people are asking, why am I not accepted to the group? It's probably because you didn't answer all the questions. Because this is a very special Facebook group. There's plenty of other Facebook groups out there where people can share negativity and just share whatever they want, basically. But in our Writers Room group, we want to be a very select, because we could have more members. We have over 2,000 members, but we could have much more. But we want to make sure that the people in there can fill out a simple 3-question survey. You know, we want to make sure that people that join this group are intentional about their comedy career. They're aware that the culture of Hot Breath is positivity, is community, is that support, is that productivity. So we're creating a group, we're cultivating a group of like-minded comics that are motivated and inspired to help each other in their comedy journeys. And part of that is that survey, just to basically, challenge people right off the bat. Hey, can you fill out a simple 3-question survey? If you can't, then you're probably not going to be providing the type of support and positivity that we want in the Hot Breath group. So, yeah. I see Jimmy. Jimmy answered 1. See? And it's a simple miscommunication, but just saying, that's how we rizzle here at the Hot Breath Verse. So as I rizzle to the writing, because I see several of you have already started writing, so I'm going to catch up. Right, tenors? You got 10 minutes. We'll see you on the other side. Bye. Kaboom. Hmm. All right, everyone. That it is. That it is. We have done it. Nicely done, right tenors. Bravo. Bravo. How'd it go for you out there? 97. 97 comics around the world just wrote a new joke. Congratulations to all of you. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Nice. I see everyone posting them here in the chat. So we are going to be reading those live on YouTube here for everyone that's posting in the YouTube chat. We appreciate you. And I'm going to post my joke over in... And Jimmy Jammers, I'm still not seeing your group submission. Still not seeing you there, buddy. You said your name is Seth, but I'm not seeing... Not seeing any of those. I do not see your name, Seth. Seth Benson, is that you? All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to go post my joke over on the Facebook group as well. I didn't quite hammer down my joke today, I gotta say. I did not quite hammer down my joke today. But let's see. I will still post it. I said my diet includes a gallon of water a day because if I ain't eating if I'm drinking. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I'm just, and this is part of the game, my friends, as well. I just didn't, basically, I just didn't hammer down a premise. I just kept like brainstorming, which I still fall into that trap from time to time. It's so funny how my joke isn't, but it's so funny how when we do find a joke, and we've known from doing this for over 260 days that you may write 20 and only keep one joke, but it is very funny that there is that checklist you've got to go through of like asking yourself, what is the premise? Okay, what is the setup I'm trying to create? Okay, what is the misdirect I want to surprise people with? Like, I mean, you guys have seen me doing this since the beginning here. And like some days when it hits, I'm like, oh, I did my checklist. And then when it doesn't, it's like, oh, find a premise. And I see John Chappell reminding me again. I've said this time and time again, and I swear it will stick at some point. Spend up to 5 minutes finding a premise. And then the second 5 minutes, just pick a premise and start to work a joke around that premise. And today, I just did a bunch of brainstorming to get to like just a half-baked idea. And it all comes down to that discipline and that consistency. But, I am human, and I am not perfect. And we're all learning together throughout this daily writing club. And this is a prime reminder today of stick to that 5-minute rule, Joel. So I appreciate all of you for bearing with me, even despite today's joke. They're not all going to be winners, but we can set ourselves up for greater success just by following a few simple rules, So anyway, I just wanted to speak transparently with you about just where I'm currently at, how that joke came to be. So I'm going to now jump into the group with you, and we are going to. And please, any feedback. I love posting in the Facebook group as well because we always share positive feedback with each other. Oh. And a misdirect I thought of as I'm typing it out could be my diet consists of drinking a gallon of water per day. Most of most of most of the water are my tears from yeah. Most of the water are my tears from being hungry. So even just in writing it out, and I heard we did an interview with Matthew Araby, a right tenor, and he said, he says his jokes out loud. That's how he works out his material. So, thank you, Martin. Martin's like, hey, time's up, buddy. So, anyway, yeah, if anyone has any ideas for tags and such, I'm all open. We're all in this together, my friends. But let's now get into reading your jokes at 87 comics strong. 87 comics around the world. Let's jump in and give each other some feedback here. So remember to put joke in front of your joke. Where'd it go? A lot of good jokes in here today. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Some days are on more than others. You can see in day 264, I'm a little off a little bit today, but it's all good. Part of it is that I'm like whispering because I feel some sort of pressure because I have family here and I feel like they can hear me, and I feel some sort of unwarranted pressure that they can hear me and they're like, wait, this is who my daughter married type deal. He's just yelling into joke writing. Was that his joke? He's been doing comedy 10 years and that's the best joke he could come up with. Now they're talking to my wife like, Aaron, are you sure this is the right guy? And everyone is starting to have doubts. And now they're definitely having doubts because they're leaning against the door like, wait, is he whispering now? Is he talking about us? But anyway, we'll get into it here. I appreciate all of your support through this time of my family on the other side of the door, and I'm trying to keep it cool right now. So let's get back into it. All right. So let's get into your jokes here, shall we? Here we go. Oh man, look at all these comics in here coming in the Right 10 Club. Over 80 comics. Very nice. We are killing it, Right 10 Club. The most revolutionary writing club on the planet. Nicely done. Welcome. Woo! Kevin Hart's in here. Holy cow. Welcome, Kev. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll get back to your text message. I just, I'm busy right now with the Right 10 Club, but thanks for pulling up. All right. So, let's get into it. The first joke up. Hewlin. I'm no spring chicken anymore. I'm more like a spring roll from Panda Express, full of fat, loaded with sodium, and only good in small portions. Nice power of threes there, Hewlin. Yeah. Piggin, my drug-addicted dog, is having an affair with his stripper stepsister. He's a Jerry Springer Spaniel. Oh. Silly goose. We had a new sound effect. We talked about earlier a silly, like a silly goose sound effect. That's a rubber goosey sound effect. Dan, hey Dan, I saw you shout out Hot Breath Podcast in the Displaced Comedians group. I appreciate that, buddy. Daylight savings is a dumb time trap. We never spring forward far enough to escape, and then we never think we might escape. And then when we think we might escape, we fall back. Fun. Great, very clever joke there, Dan, based on spring, and then you made you think of daylight savings time and springing forward. Very nice. Chewy, my movie boss thinks there's 5 seasons. He's like, before summer, we need to spring into action. Ooh, another spring into action. HT. Oh, spring forward, fall back, spring forward. Get a new mattress. Ooh, another spring forward. Y'all really got creative here. I stuck with like spring water, and that's all I thought. Kent. Spring is in the air, I exclaimed when the elevator broke. Nice tight joke. Terry Jean. Worst spring ever is when I got stabbed in the back. That's when I knew it was time for a new mattress. Great misdirect, Terry. John, when I was younger, I used to have a little spring in my step. Now it requires a trampoline for the same effect. When I was younger, I used to have a little spring in my step. Now it requires a trampoline to the same effect. For the same effect. Ah, that's a fun personal joke there. I like it, John. Greg, you ever been so bad at sex you try blaming it on the bed? Don't try it. I was like, I don't know, maybe a spring in the mattress is broken. She was like, Greg, this is a futon. Oh, you goose. Very funny, Greg. Aaron, we only have 2 seasons in Michigan. Winter and construction. What people consider spring here is going to Florida. Oh, I love that. Nice and personal there, Aaron. Very clever. Erica, they say hope springs eternal. I say she's in bed by 8. Very funny. Bo, I bought a new mattress that always smells great. It was made with Irish Springs. Silly. Evelyn, my son's idea of spring cleaning is hosing down the suspension on his motorcycle. A lot of great spring misdirects. It's so cool to see so many of you grasping the setup punch formula of joke writing. Just a quick misdirect. I need to take notes. Trainer Steve, I spring out of bed every morning. It's not that I get up fast. I just have holes in my mattress. Nice. Philip, where did Homer Simpson bury his feathers? In Springfield. Great. That's a nice little riddle. Joan, having a spring in my step is painful. I'm sticking with Dr. Scholl's. Very well done. Adam, I found puberty difficult. Hair grew in strange places. I got acne, and suddenly I wanted cooties. The PSAT of HPV. Ooh. All right. Social distance from Adam. Ben, Bible college freshman, hope to get a ring by spring. None of them are ready to face the Undertaker. Ooh. Nikos. Ooh. Spring is very emotional for me because only then I can meet a special someone who always brings tears to my eyes. Damn you, pollen energy. That's all there, Nikos. Well done. Jordan. Spring. The time of year when a young man's fancy turns to rejection. True. Dan, I love laying in bed. My friend calls me Jack in the Box because I'm always on a box spring. Very funny. Aaron, I have the worst luck with spring breaks. I think it's time I find a better mattress store. Greg, my inspirational poster is spring out of bed, fall into success. Oh, screw it. My seasonal allergies are sending me right back to bed. Hashtag merch. A lot of spring out of beds. I did not even think of that. Nicely done. Andrew, when I first met my wife, they called me Sprung. Well, now I must have spring allergies. They called me Sprung. Well, now I must have spring allergies. When I first met my wife, called me sprung. Well, now I must have. What is the sprung? Spring allergies. What's the connection with sprung and spring allergies? I'm slightly confused on that. Um, yeah, maybe a little clarification there. But I'm sure someone in the comments will be like, "Hey, Joel, this is what it means. You're dumb. You should quit comedy." And that's negativity, and we don't accept that around here. Okay?
Yay!
Timmer. Meeting girls is like living throughout spring. It starts out cold after a while, and you may get lucky for 500 days of summer. Nice wording. Very clever. Jack Allen. I asked my mother why there were lots of noise coming from her bedroom at night. She told me their bed had a broken spring, but that I shouldn't worry. It only makes a noise on Daddy's birthday.
Ooh!
No wonder you're pursuing comedy. Johnny, if you buy a spring chicken, does that mean it's already seasoned? Ah, good question. Edvin, I was born on April Fool's Day, which makes me the messiah of all pranksters. Yeah, and I was married on April Fool's Day as well. And just thinking back to Johnny's real quick, if at all possible in joke writing, it's good to, instead of ask a question, tell a question. So instead of like, if you buy a spring chicken, oh boy, great. Does that mean it's already seasoned? Tell us. What would a spring chicken be seasoned with? Maybe it's, I bought a spring chicken and it was seasoned with blank. Like, that's a good way to make it more personal and make it more immediate as opposed to asking a question. Tell us. Steven. My friends and I always fought on who got to jump on the trampoline. So much tension between us. Tension, spring. Yeah. Quiet storm. Hiking in spring, I usually see things. Wake from hibernation. Bunnies, bears, my girlfriend's allergies. Nice power of threes. Peter, I hate when Mom spring cleans. She'd say, out with the old and in with the new. Mom, how long till we call your new boyfriend Dad? Oh. EJ, I'm pretty good at making spring rolls. I just overeat all winter. Spring roll. Nicely done, EJ. Joe, I had to replace my bed frame last Easter. I spent spring break dealing with a spring break. Oh, bed frame, Easter, spring break, spring break. That's a nice little riddle there. Holly, my husband always springs things on me, mostly himself.
Ooh!
Alvaro, climate change has changed our relationship to the weather at no springs attached. No strings attached, no springs attached. Ed, after sex, a lot of people have spring in their step. I usually have a mess on my hands.
Ooh!
All right, very informative. Eric, either I'm staying in a cheap hotel or my neighbors need to oil their mattress. Springs. Yeah, that sounds like a tough situation there, my friend. Earplugs. Brienne, all I can say is this year has officially turned me into a sprung chicken. That's fun. Crying football. Spring is supposed to be a beautiful time of year. In Scotland, it just means the rain puddles are slightly warmer. Nice personal joke there and topical, my friend. Robbie, I have trouble getting out of bed in the morning. It's either the springs in my old mattress or my old age. And yes, I'm writing this joke while lying in bed. Oh, that's funny. Very meta. Very meta, my friend. Dawn, you stop enjoying spring breaks at the moment you're not a spring chicken. That is true. That is true. Gareth, I'd be interested, Dawn, like, what is your spring break now? Like, what was your spring break back in the Dizzy, and what is it now? Gareth, I was trying to sleep in a hotel, but the mattress was squeaking. Eventually, I banged on the wall and requested the couple go to sleep. Nice misdirect. Andrew, I hate spring because my eyes always get so red and puffy because I'm allergic to all the pollen in my weed. Oh, nice. All year long, I live for the spring in my pants. That's what
Ooh.
she said.
Ooh.
Laura, I'm no spring chicken, but I have fall hen. That's great. Marvatron. What do you call a pepper with a sunny disposition? A jolly peño. Bob, I've been told that I walk around very uptight, awake, aware, and squeaky clean. I would like to attribute the spring in my step to Viagra. I smell a sponsorship deal.
Ooh.
All right, brand deal. We're making dreams come true here. And nightmares with that visual. Thank you, Bob. Alex, everyone else is ready for spring, but I can't find my slinky. Oh, that's just a fun, silly goose there. Fun joke. AJ, if you listen carefully, you can hear spring peepers. And if you look closely, you can see a peeping Tom. Lose the binoculars, you creep. Yeah, spring peepers, peeping Tom. I see it. Chris, any noise in the middle of the night, my wife expects me to spring into action, and I do, right out the door, leaving her to defend herself. Oh, that's hilarious. And Chris is hosting that Ugly Sweater comedy show tonight. So, Chris, if you have a link to it, feel free to share it with the club here. But I'll be on there and several other right tenors as well. CJ, dating during a pandemic is tough. I can't tell if I have COVID or just spring fever. Very true. What would be the differences between or similarities between COVID and spring fever? Spring finger. Ah! Kristen Marie. I don't need a box spring because I have a low profile bed frame. Guess you could say I'm undercover. Nice. Sandy, I got a chicken last spring, but she's so evil she lays deviled eggs. Nice. Simon, I'll be a father soon. It's decided. I can't wait to see offspring spring up this spring, but the only concern is that I have to find a woman free and already pregnant. I'll be a father soon. It's decided. I can't wait to see offspring spring up this spring, but the only concern is that for a woman free and already pregnant. Oh, so the misdirect basically is you don't want your own kid. You just want to marry someone pregnant and have that kid. Oh, see the misdirect. Martin, war changed my grandfather, returning to Ireland in spring of 45, weak gray and 100% Japanese. All right, power of threes. Cameron, my friend Phil always had a spring in his step, especially after getting his prosthetic leg attached. Very funny. Robin, I can't stand the pollinated sploosh of spring all in my face. I'm so wet and sticky, I feel like Mother Nature's side chick.
Ooh.
Imri, my therapist told me after my divorce to do something in the garden to help my depression, so I snuck back in her house and used citric acid to kill her flowers. It helped. I thought your garden was going to be a weed garden, but you took it in a totally different misdirect. Nicely done. Jimmy Jammers. I'm a relatively lazy person, but when my wife says do the dishes or no sex, I really spring into action. Both heads work in unison.
Ooh.
Oz? Wait, oh. My first time on stage, I jumped on stage like a spring. After a few minutes of silence that would put a funeral to shame, I slinked off the stage like a slinky. Very funny. Christopher, I'm so lazy that the closest I came to springing into action was when I tried sleeping on the box spring when I forgot to unpack my mattress. Springing into action, box spring. I see the wordplay there. Raymond, I think we need a COVID savings time. Once the sun goes down, it's officially 10 p.m. Go home. COVID savings time? That's great. Very creative there, my friend. Uh, Greg said, get a writing aid. You're not infallible, Joel. What is a writing aid? What do you mean by that? Morris, in my town, you can tell what season it is based on altercations. For example, if you're thrown out of the window after sleeping with someone's spouse, we call that Jerry Springer's in the air. Oh, very funny. Formula One? I accidentally drank too much last night. I sprung a leak. Okay, I pissed my pants. I guess in the present tense, I'm spring fresh.
Ooh.
All right, congratulations, Juan. Jefferson, never an hour earlier for work when we spring forward, but always an hour late when we fall back. On leap years, I get extra vacation day. Guess that's why I'm still not a CEO. Could be a good reason for that, Jefferson, yes. Paleo, spring came in the 27th of March last year. Man, I didn't ask you for your friends with the strange names, sexual activities, but when does the time where flowers bloom started last year? Spring came the 27th of March last year. Man, I didn't ask you for your friends with strange names, sexual activities, but when does the time where flowers bloom started last year? So a little more clarity on the premise here, Paleo. What are you trying to say, my friend? And that'll help add a little direction to the joke. But yeah, and I just thought of this, by the way. I know a few of you do share your Write 10 jokes, or you share like a photo of you writing. Go ahead and take a selfie right now while we're on here together. Go ahead and like take a selfie of us at like Write 10 Club, and tag Hot Breath Pod on Instagram and Twitter and at Joel Byers Comedy, and I'll be sure to share it and repost it. Share it on Facebook as well while you're at it. Maybe share it in the Writers Room group. Looks like Gina, COVID should be over by spring. I can't wait to see loving family friends cuddle my sweet little grand and have nasty, dirty sex with strangers.
Ooh.
Well, that is a power threes misdirect there, Gina. Nice. Pardeep. Some may say monsoon, some may spring, but deep down we all know winter is the most romantic season. Oh, why would that be, Pardeep? Why would that be? Tell us why winter is the most romantic. Al. Dasani needs to make a waterbed of ocean springs. Oh, that's very clever, Al. Nice. Nicely done. What's the voting looking like, by the way, my friends? Let's see what we got going on in here. How is the voting looking? What was the hashtags to use? Can we have you write it out? Oh, well, you could just tag the accounts Oz at Hot Breath Pod and at Joel Byers Comedy. And that's Instagram and Twitter. Yee! Nice. Holly 26, Hulan 25. Thank you, Robin, for the update there. Did Holly win again? Did Holly win again? Yes, that is it, Oz. Thank you, Oz. Yes. At Hot Breath Pod and at Joel Byers Comedy. Yeah, let's start sharing what we're doing here. We're doing something special here, people. Let's let the world know. And then I can repost it so they see that we're in here working. It'll be so much fun. You crazy, Kevin Hart. That's crazy. Man, oh man. Wow. Eddie, come on, man. I haven't been ghosting you, man. It's just been busy. You know, we do this Right 10 Club every day. And looks like Robin's saying the win goes to our featherweight champ of Chuckles, Holly Ballantyne. All right. All right. Thanks, Seth. Seth said, "What's goody?" Seth said, "What's goody, my friend?" I love it. Hewlin, you are so close, my friend. Stay consistent. You're going to kill it. And this has been a good one. This has been a goodie, if you will, right, tenors? So I'm so excited to be in here with you every single day. Tell your comic friends. You know, that's how this grows, is one comic telling another comic. We are a For Comics by Comics comedy platform on a mission to help cultivate the next generation of great self-made comics. So if that's something that you want to get more involved in, you can join our Writers Room Facebook group. You can join our Hot Breath Pro group. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel that you may be watching this on live right now. You can listen to our weekly podcast. There's so many different ways. But if you were to do one thing, tell a fellow comic about Hot Breath. And I appreciate all the love I'm seeing in the comments here. Congratulating Holly. Yay, Holly. Yay, Holly. Very nice. And thank you all for hanging out today. We will be back tomorrow. And tomorrow's Right 10 Club will be hosted by Hot Breath Pro PJ Keene. That's right. Hot Breath Pro PJ Keene. I love seeing Hot Breath Pro members just taking initiative and really starting to level up their comedy. And I asked him, how can I help? What do you hope to achieve? Like, how can Hot Breath help? He's like, well, I'd like to host the Right 10 Club. And I was like, you got it, Pro. We've had a few Hot Breath Pros host the Right 10 Club. And we're going to give PJ a shot tomorrow. So come back, show him some support. And he'll be doing it live in our Facebook group tomorrow. But come support a fellow hot brethren of the Hot Breath-verse. And PJ said, because I'm terrified to do it. You're going to be great, PJ. And this was a great session here. 60 comics still hanging out. I love you all so much. And we will be back tomorrow with PJ Keene, everyone. Every day a Holly day. Congrats, Holly. Terry Jean saying, yay, PJ. I love it. Yeah. Look at all the love coming in. This is great. Yes, so that will all be live streamed in the group tomorrow. So in our Facebook group, it won't be on YouTube. It will be exclusively in our Facebook group. And yes, celebrate Holly indeed. Corey said his didn't get read. I wonder why, Corey. Is it because you were 56 minutes late? Could that be why? April showers bring Mayflowers. Mayflowers bring beauty, allergies, and pilgrims to the new world. Nice power of threes, Corey. I see you. I got you, Corey. I got you, buddy. Nice power of threes. So go forth with your days, everyone. I love you all so much. And we always end with a special
Angels on y'all.
Angels on y'all, Right Tenors. We will be back tomorrow with another Right 10 Club. Have a good day out there. Congratulations on writing a new joke on a new word. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.